God gives us names throughout the Old Testament describing who he is. And in describing who he is, he reveals who we are. Are you ready? The names of God. Jehovah, Lord. Now, Lord could mean power and authority over. He owns us, right? Well, maybe we are slaves. Well, let's go on. Yahweh is the covenant name of God. Now, if we think about David and Jonathan, they came together in a covenant and said, what is mine is yours, and what's yours is mine, and we'll go together. So we know God is a covenant God. And what were those covenants that he gave us? Each one of his names is a covenant. So let's look at it. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide. Okay, so how much of that work do I have to do? Jehovah Rophe, the Lord who heals. Jehovah Nisi, the Lord our banner. Jehovah Mikadesh, the Lord who sanctifies. I'm not seeing slave in this. I'm not seeing where I'm a slave just yet. Jehovah Shalom, the Lord our peace. Jehovah Tzidkenu, the Lord our righteousness. Jehovah Rophe, the Lord our shepherd. Jehovah Shammah, the Lord is there. Jehovah Sabbath, the Lord of hosts, the hosts being the angels. Yeshua, Savior, he will save. Julianne? Gail? Redeemer. Again, shield. When I look at these names, what I see is the promises of God to take care of us, to provide, to give us peace, to give us joy, to go before us, to shield us, to take care of everything in our lives. And we worry. Why? Because we allow ourselves to get depressed, to get discouraged, because we see something coming our way and we don't know how we're going to handle it. I was telling one of my friends last night, the hardest thing about preaching is when I walk out of here on Sunday afternoon, having seen what God has done and I am blessed, I start thinking, oh, what's going to happen next week? How am I ever going to come up with something that outdid that? And then I began to realize it wasn't me anyway. God gave me the message. He's going to give me the next one. And I began to say, okay, God, I'm looking for the message. You got to help me because I know it's not me. God is filling my heart with things I've never seen or heard preached before in the Word of God, and He is blessing me beyond my wildest dreams. So I'm able to see that as I walk, He is guiding me and blessing me and helping me, just like He does each and every one of you. Can you see God and His names? What that means to you as His children? God reveals Himself in His names, in His Word, and in our lives. We have every reason to have victory. He loves us and wants the best for us. He says that in His names. We are not his slaves. He gave us free will. And out of that, he says, look who I am and what I am willing to do for you if you want it. He went to Abraham and he said, in his covenant with Abraham, he said, I will make this happen. He didn't go and ask Abraham, okay, Abraham, what are you going to do? No, he went and said, I will make this happen. And God has come to each and every one of us and said, I will. All we have to do is say, Lord, I accept what you have for me. We are his children, and he gives us life. Can prayers be more than just asking? The answer to that is yes. We can bless him. We can pray for others. We can do worship. I got in the car this morning, and as soon as I turned my radio on, the song that came on just touched my heart. And I began to just cry because I recognized the goodness of God. We are little people, as you said earlier. But God treats us like we're the best. We don't have to beg God for anything. He wants to give it to us. He has given us everything for life. Your words. Can your words be more than words? What does that mean? Your words are not just words. Words touch. Words create. Words are forever. They can hurt and even kill one's spirit. They can encourage and bring love. Your words touch everything around you. We've all been there, where we look at someone and we say something, and as soon as it comes out of your mouth, you think, I wish I hadn't said that. If I could only get those words back. Words are powerful. And what you say about your God, what you say about yourself, what you say about others makes a difference. Your words touch God and influence your whole life. 2 weeks ago, I taught on what makes God move. Most often it's about when it comes to protection for you or your needs being met. But we saw here that the words of Israel moved God. We see that our prayers move God. Our words move God. Be careful what you say. Sometimes when we're hurting, we'll strike out against the ones we love the most. Why? I honestly believe that when that happens, many times it's because we are crying out for help. We're just so frustrated with the way things are, and we don't know how to change it, that we begin to just say things out of anger. When that happens, we have to be able to forgive ourselves and forgive those that have just done it. And to recognize that you love them anyway. Love overcomes. And if someone strikes out against you, return love. I tell couples that if you find yourself in the middle of an argument, as soon as you recognize what is going on, say immediately, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be doing this. I'm so sorry. It doesn't mean you're right or you're wrong. What it means is you love them and you don't want that to cause problems. It's tough to say you're sorry. But you have to do it because it's what opens you up to be able to see the love you really have for each other. It's what you have to do in a family. Your words are more than just words. And when someone says something bad and you turn around and say, I love you, it means a lot. We have to see what God sees in life. God sees the beginning to the end. He knows you're going to make it because he has a plan to get you there, and he sees you before him standing there complete. The truth is, we're just walking through this life with God, and we will have victory in Jesus. We don't have to worry about anything. You know, I'm seeing crazy things out in Egypt. And you wonder, okay, am I going to get up tomorrow and is this world going to be the same? I used to be able to say, yes, I believe it's going to be okay. I've changed my story. My story has become, it doesn't matter what happens out there. Because no matter what happens, God is going to make sure that I make it to the end that he has for me. And if that means the world is destroyed around me, I'm going to be okay. Because God is going to make sure. We need to sell out to God. We need to recognize he is God and all that he wants to do for us, and sell out for him. And say, Lord, I'll take all that you have for me, because I know it's the life that you meant for me.